Exotic Auto Trade family, this is your boy Ro. We are here with this absolutely sick Cadillac Escalade ESV. This thing is a 2023. It only has 15,000 miles on it. It only has one owner on the Carfax. So in actuality, that gives you about, I want to say about 34 months left on the original factory warranty and about 34,000 miles left, whichever comes first. The way that this one is spec'd out is sick. I just want to add one thing too. Anytime somebody has asked me, you know, what would be your dream SUV, this is definitely one of them that's on the list. Let me tell you why. John and I, my executive producer that's behind the camera right now, he even asked me, he's like, why would someone get this over a G-Wagon? I said, bro, when you have kids, you need the third row seat, but you still want that throatiness of the G-Wagon and you need that space in the car. This is the one that you get. The original MSRP on this specific car was $161,000. It was fitted with some amazing options that, if you look at this car from the side profile, you have the 22-inch wheels. You have the entire blackout package with the grille, all the window surrounds, the roof rail on the top of the car, the logos on the side. These are all additional options that came on this specific car. You even have the monochromatic Cadillac logo, which is not a standard option. With this car only having 15,000 miles on it, the tires are practically brand new. There's no rim scuffs or anything on any of the rims whatsoever. You do also have, when you open the door, you have these amazing step rails that help you get in and out of the car easier. This car also has an adaptable air suspension, so there's a few different modes that you can hit inside the car. There's even one that's called the ease of access entry into the car. I don't know the proper terminology for it, but essentially it lowers all the way down to the lowest level possible. So if you have any, family members that have difficulty getting in and out of the car, it's so much easier for them to do that. Now, if you come around to the back of the car, this is one of my favorite parts because this is where the orchestra of this car all comes together with this exhaust system. And if you stay tuned to the end of the video, we'll show you a nice little exhaust clip of what this baby sounds like. Now, when I do get inside this car, it is an absolutely beautiful sight to see. I'm honestly very, very impressed with how far along GM has come with the level of quality that they've brought into the interior of their cars. Obviously with brands like Mercedes, BMW, Audi, really stepping it up to the plate. These guys have really, really hit the nail on the head with this one. This is the interior of the Cadillac Escalade V, and let me tell you something, it is a absolutely amazing atmosphere to be in. The fit and finish of everything on this car is absolutely incredible. The steering is fully wrapped in leather. You just feel like you are almost in a sports car. Look at this screen that's going completely across this car. You have a completely digital dashboard that's showing me a camera view of the front of the car, and you also have the RPM, your mileage, fuel, all that, all your information right here. To the left over here, there's another digital screen that gives you all the trip information, other vehicle information over here on the side. One thing about this specific Cadillac Escalade ESV is it has essentially it's like automated driving. So you put this in automated driving, this LED bar, it shines green when all the components are put together and they're active. And there's also a camera right here above the steering wheel, so it's engaging and making sure that when you're in autopilot mode, you are actually staying focused and paying attention, not just dozing off and taking a nap, hoping that you get from, to your destination. I love the way that this display is set up because they have a nice big display here on the back, and then they almost have a secondary display, which I guess I would call it the primary display, which is showing the whole speedometer of the car right here. So, and look at the fit and finish of this on the dashboard of the car. You have a wood grain, a black wood grain look. So it's not just a straight up piano wood. Usually that gets a lot of scratches and everything on there. You see, all the fingerprints and everything. I mean, the appointments on this car for a GM product is where my mind is just being blown right now because this car has speakers literally everywhere. I mean, you have one right here, you have one right here, you have two in the headrest right here. I mean, even in the back, you have two up top, and you have it all, the whole entire headliner of the car on the pillars and everything is all wrapped in Alcantara. So it gives it that really premium luxury feel. When you're in here, you just feel so comfortable. Underneath this armrest, you have a ton of space. For the women out there, you can definitely fit some kind of bag in there if you wanted to. Tons of space. You have a cigarette lighter port here, USB port, USB port, SD card port, and you have another container here which you can take out. You have a nice LED light here that shines down here as well. So really nice compartment space here. One thing that I really love about GM products is they make sure there's a lot of storage compartments all the way around. So up here we have some other controls. So obviously your garage door opener. These two buttons here retract and bring the seats in the back up. This one right here, you have a screen that closes all the way for the panoramic sunroof. You can open the sunroof here as well. Again, just bringing in a ton of light into the car. While we're here looking at me in this direction, I just want to show you this headrest. There's literally speakers in the headrest. So you're not gonna miss a beat in this car when you're driving down the street. The way that they stitch the seats of this car as well is pretty cool. It's not your typical diamond stitch seat. They just kept that square aesthetic, which these seats are heated and cooled as well. Let's go take a look at the back. I want to show you the screens and stuff. I could literally be on a very nice road trip sitting back here. I mean, I have a full TV display here. I have YouTube, I have HDMI connections, I even have Hulu, which I'm sure you can rearrange the apps and availability for the screen that's in front of you. You have two HDMI ports that are located down here. You also have an actual outlet, so you can plug in your adapter to the car directly. You have two nice big cup holders here. Thermostat controls. This is where you control the heated seats for the back. Just look at the piping on the door. I mean, the stitch that you have, it's in this particular car, it's almost like an off-white color for the stitching, and you also have piping going along the side as well. To give it some contrast, they did the stitching and the piping all the way down the seats. I'm 5'6". I have about 2 or 3 inches of space between my knee and the back of the seat. There are also USB-C ports on each side for the kids back here that want to hang out on their iPads or their phones or what have you. I always got to say this on every one of my videos so you guys know why I'm shooting these videos. Obviously, I'm in love with these cars. I love what I do. I actually specialize in sourcing and selling luxury and exotic cars. So if you have a car that's a luxury or exotic that's for sale anywhere in the country, I can have someone come out there, get it detailed for you, stage the car properly, and also shoot high quality photos of the car, and I will manage the entire sale for you from point A to point Z. And you get to keep the car at home. I'll manage the sale. I'll be happy to facilitate the transaction of your cars. If you want me to locate something for you, I can do that as well. I've been in the industry for over 13 years. I have a lot of good contacts, resources, connections to be able to make it all happen. And you get to enjoy doing what you do. I treat your garage as if it's its own business plan, and I manage the entire process for you. So send me a DM, shoot me a text, send me an email. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the alert button on this video, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace.